everyone. Just jumping on a little bit early to give some people time to come on. And then I've got some fun things to share with you today. So yeah, I'll just wait a couple minutes. Oh, hey Lindley. Friendly face. All right, we've got a few people joining. That's awesome. Okay. Hi, Amanda. It's always a little different when we do these big groups because it's like suddenly it's close to 1,000 people in a group and you're like, oh, actually a little bit nervous. Hi, Lindley. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. If you're just jumping on, let me know where you're from. Hi, Cindy. Hello, hello. We've got some people joining. That's awesome. Just wait a couple more minutes. Make yourself a cuppa if you haven't already. Oh, you're from Tassie. Awesome. I'm wondering if this is a good time for people or not. But we'll have some fun anyway. I'll just put a bit of paper while I'm waiting. I've tried to set everything on my desk so I don't lose anything in the process. We'll see how that goes. Hey Kayla, how are you? Welcome. Hi, Grace from Nelson. Cool. I was just talking about Nelson the other day. I haven't been there before and I'd like to. Dacia from Panama City Beach. Cool. Hello. Will I get 3 across this? I think I will. Hi, Connie. Hi, Linda. Welcome, everybody. I'm just cutting some paper while I wait for people to join. Hi. Hi from South Florida. Hi, Stacy. Hi, Kathleen. You are from Concord. And oh, I'm not familiar with that state abbreviation, NH. Sorry, total foreigner here. Welcome, welcome. 2 more minutes and then we'll get going. Hi, Carolyn from Pennsylvania. Hi. New Hampshire, got you. Hi from Sydney. Oh, hey Mandy. Are you guys in lockdown at the moment? How's it going? Hi Vicky. Cool, we've got some good numbers climbing there. We're going to be doing some scrapbooking today, which is kind of unexpected, but my photos, I did a big batch of photos and they arrived the other day, so I had to get scrapbooking. Mandy says, yeah, we're in lockdown, it's pretty scary out there, man. Yeah. Sounds like it's been crazy again. Hi from Texas. Hi Sharon. Hi from Southeast Queensland. Hi Christine. Alright. Wonder if any of my Crafty Carrot friends are going to join us too. And Cindy's getting ready for her big vacation. Well, there she is. Hey Narelle. Hi Cindy. Cool. Well, we are 35 past, so let's get cracking. Good evening from Texas. Hi Margaret. Hey. So I know that there's a few people on here that we haven't seen before, so in case you don't know who I am, my name is Susan Wong and I've been a demonstrator here in Auckland, New Zealand since 2009. So this Crafty Carrot thing that we do is a love and joy of mine, so I'm so happy that you're here to share in that with us today. Hi Deb, my friend. Yeah, so we're going to be doing some work with hand pen petals, as you know. That is our focus product this month. So every month we have a focus product. Whether you have it or not is totally up to you. We are big believers in using a stash and sort of adapting our tutorials to what you have. So I hope today will give you some fun tips and ideas in your scrapbooking process, but also seeing how they can translate to card making. So I've got an idea in my head for this one, but I actually haven't made it. So I hope that you will be patient with me as we go on this journey together. Yeah, so I've been thinking about it quite a bit, but it's one of those things that's still a concept because I only have one copy of the photo and there's only one photo from that event, but it's the one I really wanted to work with. And so yeah, we'll do the scrapbook page together and then I'll show you a card that I've made that was inspired by this layout. Alright, so let's turn you around. Spontaneous scrapbooking. Yeah man. Alright, dizzy. Things out the way. This is the photo we're working with. Hopefully you can see that okay. Let's tighten things up. Okay. So this is the single year of dance that my daughter did. And this was a photo that we took on her performance night. She was a reindeer in their little production of the Nutcracker. So I love this photo and it's actually really special, maybe to me more than to her, I don't know. She really persevered with this dance thing. She stuck at it for a year and actually I reckon she was one of the top dancers in that group. So I'm was super proud of her because it didn't end up being her favorite thing, but she stuck with it. So I think for any athlete, for those watching the Olympics right now and that sort of thing, the thing to overcome is the mind game. So I'm really proud of her for achieving this, and so I just wanted to make a memory page of it. Cindy says that's an awesome picture. Thanks. Yeah, so we've just got this one picture of her, and I didn't get any of the professional ones from the night. I looked at it, I think, and then I was too late. So yeah, we're looking at this beautiful spotty piece from the hand-penned, what is that called? Yeah, the hand-penned designer series paper. So I've just cut this to 4.5 inches, and then I've cut a mat about almost 1/4 of an inch bigger than the regular 6x4 photo. What a gorgeous picture, thanks. Yeah, she was pretty cute. She did so well. It was a couple of years back now. Anyway, that's a constant thing we're working with her, is overcoming the mind game on things. Alright, so I have a little bit of an idea. So I'll just put this to the side. And my idea is that we're going to use this piece and layer them. So this one actually coordinates with this stamp from the stamp set. Well, you know, when it's stamped this way. But what I discovered when I was playing around is that it is actually the exact same shape and nests really nicely. So I've seen this thing where people like trace a die with onto vellum and then cut that out and then use it like a backing piece. But we have the advantage of having an actual piece that's a little bit bigger that we can nest. So I'm going to do this part first because it needs a little bit of drying time. I've just got 3 vellum rectangles here, and I hope you can see okay. And my balmy blue. Now the cues that I'm using for the colours actually come from the photo. So she had a little headpiece that had a light blue and a light pink, and then her costume, because she was a reindeer, was very cinnamony. So those are the colours that I've picked out of the photo. That's kind of where my process began. Hi Terry, welcome. So the cool thing about vellum is that it's not super soaky, so the ink can smush on it quite easily without being streaky, but it does mean that you need to give it a little extra drying time. Otherwise you're going to get it on your fingers, and then if it gets on your fingers, you know what it does. It gets everywhere else. So I'm just putting some blue in there. Oh, it's actually been quite a while since I scrapbooked. I did one page recently for an artisan project, and it was like, oh, I've caught the bug again. It was so good just to sit and reprocess a memory. So yeah, that's kind of where my headspace has been. I spent a month or so sorting through the last year's worth of photos and finally printed them, and they arrived and it got all exciting, and yeah, that's kind of what happened. Alright, so I've also got some scrap white that we're going to layer for this die, and we're going to cut this, but I'm just going to let that dry for a minute. And while that's getting dry, I was thinking about cinnamon feature piece, or just a little detail. Laurel says blending brushes are her favourite tool at the moment. Oh yeah, man. What did we ever do before blending brushes? We struggled with sponges. So this scalloped edge I really like, so I'm going to cut a piece with cinnamon cider. I've actually discovered that when it comes to cinnamon, my opinion is that less is more. So little bits, because I actually really love the colour, but I can't seem to make it work in large quantities, like as a card base or whatever. Before blending brushes, I did really bad daubing. Is that a real verb? It is now. Yeah, I wasn't too bad at sponging. I guess I was taught by the sponge queen herself, Paula Dobson. That's kind of who I remember learning from. So, you know, when you learn from the best. Cool, so cute little scalloped edge. I'm just going to trim that off so we have a fun decorative piece. And I can use the line from where the die finished to get it straight. Okay, that's cute. It's all in the details of scrapbook pages, eh? So I'll put that on the pile there with the photo. How are we going? Are you dry? Dare I touch it? Okay, I think we're good. Alright, so bear with. It's going to take a few rounds. It's sort of awkward in this angle. So I'm just going to put the outline on the vellum and the florals on some white, and we're going to do this 3 times. We may not end up using all 3, but the bonus being that you could make a card in exactly the same colours and elements with your scraps, which is something I've been doing quite a bit lately. So that's one. That's one. Oh man, where's my stabby jabby thing? Okay, let's get that out. Let's go again. For the outline. And some white for this. It was something that I quite enjoyed. I think it was last month Krista did some, oh no, maybe the month before. Krista did some scrapbooking in one of her tutorials, and it was actually really cool just to see the way that she does it, because she'll do like a couple pages at a time, and I really like the way she basically just cuts a whole bunch of elements out and then uses whatever she feels inspired to use as she goes, rather than specifically planning or using, you know what I mean. Okay, and one more. It's quite pretty with the blue vellum. Hi Sharon, I can't wait to see the finished layout as I missed the start. Oh, well, we haven't finished it. So this is us finishing it now. It's an idea in my head at the moment. Oops, that moved a little. It's okay because I think it'll be stuck in the edge of the photo anyway. Okay, bits and bits and bits. I'll put those back in the packet so I don't lose them. I think, oh, that's all we need the Big Shot for now. Big Shot, you know what I mean, die cutting machine. Okay, so now we have all of these that layer nicely with our blue vellum. I'm actually not going to worry too much about the bits that get stuck in there because I don't mind. Just feels a little more organic, and I don't like spending ages picking things out of dies. Lazy stamper. Okay, super pretty. Bonus little gem. Okay, so you can see the way that they layer. I think I like it. Alright. So that's all the elements for now. So we're just going to bring that back in. Hi Vicky. Jean says, I missed the beginning. Can't wait to see your page. I love your scrapbooking. Thanks. So this is just a work in progress type thing. So I've got the idea in my head and I'm just hoping that it works out. So this is how we're looking at the moment. I'm thinking of popping this just underneath, maybe kind of at the edge. Can't really see it much there. Maybe on an edge. Could look cute there. And then these, I'm thinking of slotting around this top part. One, two, I kind of want different parts of it showing. I like the idea of having one part over the top. Hi Antoinette, coming in late. We'll catch from the beginning on replay. Love that you're scrapbooking with us, sweet. Thanks. You haven't missed much, honestly. I've just been cutting. So yeah, I like the idea of these kind of layering in there. I want it to surround the photo. Yeah, that's cool so far. All right. I like that. I might consider 2 at the top. And 1 just the white piece down here. Yeah, it's good. A little less busy. Kathleen loves the white on the blue. It's quite pretty, eh? Different. Okay, so now I'm thinking texture and background. So I've got the basic layout here. Something I always do is splatter. So I have an old Bashful Blue marker. Let's just put these all aside so we don't get them splashed. And I think I'll just stick this one on first. It's such pretty paper. It's hard to put glue on a pretty paper. Oh man, on the weekend I did a birthday party with 20, I think it was 24, 12 and 13-year-olds. And I was telling them how to go light on the glue, like just to make really skinny lines. Yeah, it didn't work. Big fat blobs everywhere. It was so funny. It's like, oh man, note to self next time, dry adhesives. Okay, so the good thing about the Tombow glue is that you've got the wiggle room, and then you can lay it flat. Apologies if I miss any comments, by the way. I will go back and check them at the end. Okay. So I'm going to kind of gauge where our photo's going. And I think I want the splatter to come this way. So this is probably the only thing I use my markers for these days. Just flicking inside the lid, down and across this way. For texture, and then I am thinking as well, that's why I stopped kids classes from Tanya. Yeah, I could see why that would drive somebody to stop. Alright, I've also got the clear Wink of Stella here, and I'm just going to give it a bit of a squeeze and put some bling in the background too. You probably can't see it much in the camera. It's kind of subtle, but it's gonna make it shine. My favorite set from the annual catalogue, the designer paper, is so beautiful. I've brought heaps of packs of the paper already, says Grace. Yeah, it is really pretty, eh? And I really like both sides are really pretty. It's hard to decide what to use. Okay, so if you can see it there, hopefully you can see that we've got some really good splatter now. Is it dark enough for me? I might actually add in a bit more. What colour's this one? Delightful Dijon. It'll do. Kind of mustardy. Yes, now it's a bit more obvious. Okay. Got the photo, so let's do the photo next. And this piece. No, I think I put that on the side of the crumb cake. It's interrupted. Oh, can you guys still see me? Oh, now back. Oh, I think someone was trying to call me. Sorry about that. Okay, so you could mat this straight if you like, or you can mat it on an angle. I like things to be not too perfect, so, or perfectly imperfect, put it that way. So I'm just going to put this edge on the side. Glue, 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 lots of glue. Managed to get a little bit on the backing there, but it will come off. Okay, we're looking good. So I'm going to stick that there. I'm just going to position it, and then we'll work on our thingy-me-bobs, our flowers. So it really doesn't need much glue. Again, if you're 13, you might not understand that. This is the one with the little bit off the edge, so we'll have to wangle that and make sure it's hidden. And then this, another one as well. I guess that's another advantage to not popping out all the little circles, is that you can chuck some glue there. Okay. Let it stick. What else? I think I might use some glue dots for the next part. I really don't think you'll need many. Maybe 3. There we go. And I'll do the other one at the same time so I can position them in reference to each other. Oh, that one didn't come off. Okay. So we're going to slot one kind of in. Maybe down a bit there, the other one behind, cute, and now we can carefully glue this. Oh, it feels so good to be scrapbooking. Oh, my baby. This girl turns 11 this year. She's growing up. This week she learnt how to put contact lenses in. All right. Oh. You stuck it down, but we actually want a little bit of edge there for this one. So hopefully that's okay. Because I've got a plan for that little bit. I would like to use the Anything is Possible stamp. Dipsy's penny's so cute. She can be when she wants to be. Alright, so anything is possible. I'm gonna stamp in cinnamon. I always get a little bit nervous with scrapbooking projects because once you've stuck things down, if you like drop the ink pad or something, it's all over. I can hear my husband. He's working from home today and he's watching the Olympics. Let's try and get that straight to match the sentiment, because I did not get it straight to stamp. a bit of extra space. Okay, so I need more than that. And then the other way. No, better to do it this way. Okay, so that just helps me use the grid on the trimmer. Oh, so cool. Okay, just scissors. Anything's possible. Got some dimensionals. And I think we're just going to layer that down there. Okay, so how much do we want poking out from where? I like that. Just got a little bit of glue. I think the cool thing about, I think this applies to, there's a stylist I follow and she says if you're going to wear black head to toe, add texture. So like she has like sequin leggings or different like knits or whatever, that different kinds of black, in other words. And I kind of feel the same if you're layering up with the same color. You want it to have texture. You probably can't see that. So I'm just sticking that on down under there. Do I still have some gold? Yeah, I do. Just add a little gold. Yeah, it's gonna look nice. So, maybe not the best idea. Stick it with this. I hope you are still following along okay, watching the process, and not too bored. Okay, so where do I want this? There, there. So this gold's from the Forever Fern Duo Pack. I quite like it because the end's free without you having to do anything. It just knows. It just knows that that's what I want. Ah, whoops. Try that again. I love how you talk to yourself as you're doing it. I do that too. I try to do it for your benefit as well. Mandy says your projects are always fantastic. Thank you. Okay, now what this gold doesn't handle too well is having to stick and re-stick, so kind of want to make sure you get it right the first time. And then we're going to stick that on top. I'm lining it up with the bottom of the crumb cake there. Oh, that's cute. The other idea that I had before was perhaps some white, a white bow from somewhere. So I'm just going to add, just tie one and see if it's going to work. Jen says, this is totally how I scrap too. Move things around until it looks right. Yeah, totally. Susan says she is darling. Oh, thanks. She's actually a very powerful girl. Sometimes she doesn't believe that she is, but yeah, I like that. I'm just going to add that to the side. With a glue dot. Now, I'll fold this up small because I don't want any chance of it overlapping and sticking to the page protector later. So I want it all to be concealed behind the rest of the bow. So I'm just going to pop it in there. Okay. Alright, so we're almost done. I'm just going to add a title. And I think, let's have a look at our colour choices. It could work in any number of choices, I reckon. What have I got on here? I've got white. That's not going to work. Got the cinnamon. It's kind of right next to the cinnamon there. So I might use that as an accent. We've got crumb cake. We've got that colour we could pull, but I think we'll do the blue. Looks fantastic. Thanks, Carolyn. I'm just going to go grab my blue cardstock. Okay. Let's check that out. It's quite bluey blue. What do you think, guys? What colour should the title be? Tell me your opinions. I'm going to use these. I could pull a grey. I could pull the, is that papaya? I could pull the papaya. I could get out some gold. This is so beautiful. Love the colours. Thanks, Vicky. Tanya says blue. Pale papaya, says Dacia. Okay, I'll go get pale papaya and we'll have a look. Blue's too much. Okay, gold or pale papaya. Yep. I think the blue's too concentrated, eh? Like, it's not really giving off the same vibe as the gold. Gold. Okay. Here's what the papaya looks like. Whoa, that's quite bright. It's quite bright. Gold or cinnamon. Blue with gold flakes. Ooh, fancy. Papaya. Some of each. Deb says papaya blue, unless you still have some seaside spray. Some crumb cake. Susan says no. Oh, no to the pale papaya. Or no to all your friends' suggestions. Oh, tricky. I don't know if I'll like gold. Okay, I'll get some gold. Okay, here's the gold foil. I think that's going to clash as too yellow. The other option I have is some Celebrations champagne. Oh, it's all too much. Decisions. Bring back in the crumb cake. Bring back in the cinnamon. Maybe cinnamon will work. Let's give a couple bits a go. Maybe once there's less of it, it won't be so out there, you know? Champagne might be good. Oh, okay, champagne. Or a lighter blue, eh? Maybe like a pool party. So D, A, copper would coordinate with the cinnamon. I don't know if I have anything copper. It's a good thought though. Why don't, who was it that said blue with gold? Why don't we try something? I think pool party's gonna work, guys. Look at that. Yeah, I think pool party's the one. Yeah, I'm thinking cinnamon. I was thinking cinnamon with gold, but when I brought this, it seems to go really well with the flowers. So let's try. Let's try a try. Okay, let's do this. Let's grab the Versamark. Agree pool party. Okay, cool. We have a winner. I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper. Good thoughts, Sharon. I think it might be a bit too subtle if I did that. But I think the pool party is a winner. I'm just going to make it so we can have them gold dipped. What do you reckon? So that's straight Versamark on paper. And then we can add some gold embossing powder. Of course, it's not plugged in. Whoa, shivers. It's on. I still use my old heat tool because my new one, sometimes it just randomly doesn't go. I don't know if it kind of overheats and then it just packs the sad till it wants to, I don't know, cools down and goes again. did bring out my adhesive sheets to make my life a little easier when I go to put the letters on. So how much space we're going to need? Okay. And I think we're going to want to tape them down so they're kind of all gold dipped to the same level. Jennifer says, I still have my old heat tool as well. 14 years and going strong. Exactly. Okay. So I've got some adhesive here, the repositionable tape. DAN I'll just put a slightly bit down because my first mark's not quite the same there. And tape them on, hopefully just enough to make it stay. Love the gold dipped idea. Thank you to whoever said that before, blue with gold. Okay. Got a little square here. This is obviously going to be a little bit wasteful, but we're just going to do it anyway. Who did I miss there? Oh, yours too, Susan. It's 20 years old. Yikes. Narelle says she still uses her original one. The new one sits on the sidelines just in case my old one breaks. The new one I use in photos where I have to show that I'm using current product. It's a prop, in other words. Okay, title, here we come. And then I think the only thing left to do would be the journaling. So I'll show you the card that I did as well. New one, just in case. Just in case in the middle of a craft project, when you don't want to stop, you need the new one. Scrap paper. Okay, lovely letters. Here we come. Oh, how cool is that? DAN CE. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so I will stick those on there, and then I'm going to have a bit of journaling here. So hopefully you can see the whole page. Just going to use my adhesive rubber outer thing. Get that sticky glue off from before. And then the only other thing I would say it needs is a bit of bling. So some sequins or metallic pearls. Totally stuck that crooked. Lettering looks great, so beautiful, says Kathleen. Stacey loves how the letters came out. Two-tone lettering. Oh, good. Okay, we made a good choice, everybody. Took us a minute to get there, eh? But it was worth it. It was worth it. Okay, this is a risky zone. How to use dyes in other ways. I was just thinking it needs a sprinkle of bling. Always, always, always. This dye is a little bit bent, so it's rocking. How cute is that? Okay, so I'll journal here. I'm usually not afraid of just writing straight on the paper, as long as I've kind of thought of what I want to say. But I know for some that's a bit scary, so if you didn't want to do that, you could cut strips of white paper and then just write on them and then stick them on. I'm going to go for gold sequins, and I think we'll take it in the same sprinkle line as we did. Sprinkle line, it's a thing, as we did on the spider. So kind of up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should probably put the lid on the sharp part so I don't hurt myself. Okay. Okay, the gold is working out quite nicely. These are my old sequins. I think it's a mix of a couple of packs as well. I won't bother doing any of the tiny ones just because on a large scale project like this, they'll just drown. So only the larger sequins. You can tell my fingers are a little sticky because they're sticking to me. Cool. Make sure those are on. Dumb question. Tip up or tip down? Not sure what you mean. Can you elaborate on that one? Oh, the sequin tip. I always do them concave so that they're like a little bowl. If you do them the other way so that they're convex, like a hill, then you would need something more than Tombow to hold it on, because you'd have more space underneath, so maybe a glue dot. But yeah, I've actually always put them like a bowl way. Alright, I'm just going to just put another tiny bit here. Help hold that one down. I'm really liking this. Thanks for your opinions along the way. Okay, so just wanted to check. Yeah, fair enough. I lost internet and just got back. Love how it's turned out. Thanks. I hope you can see it fine. I know the camera is a little bit low. Yeah, so that's how it looks, and I'll just write some stuff here, and then I'll be able to photograph and put that on the group for you guys to see. But I really like the way that with designer paper you can take it in any color direction. You just pick one of the colors and then add whatever else you want. So when I'm scrapbooking, obviously I take the cues from the photo a lot more, but I want to show you how the same techniques that we've used with the vellum and the layering of the dies and the colors can work on a greeting card. So I've prepared this earlier. Stacey says page turned out great. Thanks. Great project. Beautiful. Thanks, Sharon. So here's a little card with the same design. So this is just an example of what you could do with the hand pen petal stamp set and the dies in the same colors and layout as the scrapbook page. So if you're new to Crafty Carrot, you might not know, but this is our thing. So what we want you guys to do next is to make a project that's inspired by either of these and then post it to the album in the group. So it's just really a way of sharing and getting creative and encouraging each other along the way. So we hope that you guys will enjoy doing that throughout this month. Do share, and we do send out cards to 4 winners at the end of the month, just to say thank you for being an active participant in the program. So yeah, this is how it's looking. And while I've got you, I'll show you a few other cards as well that have been around floating around my desk. Gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful. Thank you guys. Beautiful, beautiful. That can't be your card. It doesn't have a curled corner. I know. I'm out of myself. Love the card as well. Love the page and the card. Thanks. Oh, that's so funny, Deb. I've tried to steer away from doing that because I was doing it on every card, but lest I disappoint you, here's one that does have a curled corner. So these were my Artisan projects when we did hand penned, was it last month? Oh, I don't know, it might have been a couple months ago. So one of the challenges we had was to use a colour that was outside of the suite. So I brought in one of my favourites, which is Mango Melody, and I used actually the same kind of tones as we've used today in terms of the papaya, except did I use papaya? Oh yeah, I did use papaya. Yeah, so that's some of the Artisan projects I did. Oh good. Jean says, but it does have a torn edge. It does. It's all about the texture. Kim says, Susan, did you do the photography demo last year? Was it on stage at home? No, I didn't, but I did do one for a training group. Maybe you might have seen it through there. But yeah, if you've got photography questions, I'm happy to help with that. Just flick me a message. And here's a couple more cards. So this one was a scraps off the desk project, just using little bits and pieces of the desks that I'd already had cut. So there's some of the designer paper back there, Misty Moonlight die that we used today, and the stamp on, and the larger die that we used today. This was one of my sneak peeks for this month. And this was one that we made at our latest team night, designed by my friend Sue Smith. So yeah, it was at this set. This is probably only half the projects I've made with it, because it's such a goodie. You guys are lucky, because I felt like I was losing a little bit of steam on this set with all the stuff I've done with it. But I'm really pleased with how these came out. So thanks for joining me today, and I'll just turn you back around for a minute. Okay. Maybe that was it, says Kim. Yeah, maybe. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here today, and I hope that we get to see your projects in the album in the coming weeks. I can't remember who's up next, because the order's different to normal, with some of us going away and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you have a really awesome month, and feel free to share this video with your friends. It's all free all month long. And if you haven't checked it out yet, go to our website and have a look at what we've got coming up for September, October and November. That's craftycarrotcollective.blogspot.com. Yeah, and you can subscribe from September to November. August is the last month to be able to pick up a 3-month subscription before we turn it off for the rest of the year. So we'd love to have you. Thank you so much for being here and for all your lovely comments. It's been really great spending some time with you. Bye.